When I was drinking, I fought and lied. I hurt everybody I ever touched, but I didn't realize how much I hurt myself. And here I am begging Rick Gray, a convicted felon, to help me on the path of life. What's ironic about that is my 25-year career I lost. I was a police officer. I had a good reputation. I was a detective. I was on a major case squad.
Yes, I was released out of prison and met Rick Gray, and about 6 years ago. And you know, we became buddies, and I came to work for him, Constructing Futures. And you know, 6 years later, I'm still here.
Did you have any construction skills beforehand?
No previous construction knowledge. Rick kind of taught me the ropes, taught me everything I know today.
Rick's been doing this for over 10 years, but he has a formula now, and what he's looking for is just help to get the word out and raise some money. I've never asked for money in my life except for my employer, so this is going to be something new for me. Everybody's always asking me for money, but now I'm going to have to go out and ask money from people and hopefully see the vision and capture the vision of what's going on. This is an opportunity for St. Louis corporations and companies to be involved in a community, which in a way I don't think is being met, and it's a very unique thing.
A house on Meadowlark Avenue didn't always look this nice. It was rehabbed by Constructing Futures, a charity that teaches former prisoners construction skills.
When I look at these guys who have had a lot of things go against them in life, it's just an opportunity for me to be part of something bigger than myself.
Andy Van Slyke played for the Cardinals in the 80s, went on to stardom with the Pirates. His friend Rick Gray started the Constructing Futures program.
Oh, I was in prison myself in '93 for bad checks and petty theft. And it was in prison that I surrendered to really just sort of my way is not working here, right?
So he got himself straightened out and now helps other former prisoners rehab old homes. His hope is to find corporate support to help him fix old houses throughout the city, give them away, and in the process, teach job skills to people like Michael Flaherty.
It was hard getting out, didn't have a lot of options, so that's Rick kind of took me under his wing and gave me an opportunity.
Flaherty and the others recently finished a home on Meadowlark, and today it was given away.
There. Everybody over there, we're going to do a little introduction. So why don't we just start on the end here and just introduce yourself and we'll go down. Eden Johnson. Rudy. Robert Barker. Vincent Thompson. DeMonte Jones. I'm Mike Flaherty. Joshua Torrance.
Like a bull chasing the matadors, a man left to his own schemes. Everybody needs someone beside him, shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Never let me be your shelter. Never leave you.
I'm Yolanda Austin, the mayor of the city of Jennings, and I'd like to welcome this project into our city. We've been working very hard on the vacant and abandoned houses that we have in Jennings, and this is a very good start as we look at Jennings strong, block by block, just taking a block by block and just rehabbing the house, bringing investors in, bringing individuals in to make the block much better, much safer for our community.
I always say from the age of 16 to 30, I was either in jail on probation or I had a court date looming. And it culminated in going to prison. And I was sentenced to 4 years in prison. And it was in prison that I surrendered to really just sort of my way is not working here, right? It struck me the difference between how smart I thought I was and how nothing I had ever done had worked. And it was in that moment I surrendered. I hit my knees, which I'd done before. And you know, I need a miracle here, and I will do my part. And that's the difference. I got up off my knees, and the doors literally flew open. I did 4 months on a 4-year sentence. And that should not have happened. So I immediately got out, got into recovery, started taking meetings into correctional facilities, I had to wait 5 years in order to go into the prison, so that happened a year early. And so I've been down at Pacific doing that for 18 years, clean and sober 25 years. I've been doing this for 10 years on my own. We've recently become a not-for-profit. We have Mr. Andy Van Slyke has gotten involved, which has been a great help. And one of the big lessons that we teach is you must chop the wood before you get the heat. And so that's what we're doing here. We're going to give back before we ask for anything. Obviously, it's a not-for-profit. You're looking for funding. We're going to sow into that and give back first. So we're really not here to be giving away houses. The vision for Constructing Futures is to hire men coming out of prison and teach them construction, but more importantly, life skills. End up in the city rehabbing those blighted areas. There's 500 buildings that St. Louis owns. It's the perfect fit to where you can use ex-offenders, you can hopefully impact the recidivism rate, you can create public housing, you've got public safety in that. We address the opioid epidemic because it's a very recovery-based type thing. So this is our introduction to St. Louis. Here we are, we're ready to go do it.
That's a big goal, to try to clean up much of St. Louis.
Well, we have a big God.
So this is an opportunity for guys who really want a second chance at it. And when you look at what we value in culture, guys coming out of prison isn't on the top priority. So there's a need out there, and what Rick is doing is not an easy road. It's a hard task. It keeps people accountable, but I think in the long run, people need that to really change their life.
It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This has been 10 years in the making. Constructing Futures, saving neighborhoods, rehabbing people. It is our honor, she doesn't know this, to award this house to Mr. Rita Nelson.
Kind of looks like you enjoy this.
Yes.
What was your initial reaction when you heard that they were giving it?
I was just very shocked because I was not expecting it at all. Thought I was just coming to basically view a house. I didn't know any of this, and I'm just saying God works in mysterious ways, and he knew what I needed, and he supplied it for me, so I can't be nothing but thankful.
Don't forget to tell them that I'm not really dead. I'm just
Rick was hard on me when he needed to be hard on me, tough when he needed to be tough, and easy when he needed to be easy, but I listened to what he had to say, and I did it. It wasn't easy. It's still a journey. I only have one day at a time, but because of him, I'm a policeman again. I have my life back, and everything that I gave away to drinking because of the formula introduced to me by Rick, I have my entire life back.
For a 501c moving forward, we need to raise money. It's a charitable organization, and you know he's not going to get rich doing this. Nobody's going to get rich doing this. The only people who are going to get rich, so-called rich, are the guys that have an opportunity to change their life.
though I have such a future, I've got to be wary. Yeah. And my bright tomorrow doesn't blind me to one guy